Good evening, people. You are locked into Never a Foul. We are back. We are back for good, as Take That once said.
We are back for good.
Sort this out. And it is transfer deadline day. That's why we thought we'd join you today, or let you join us. To go through the transfers, we want you to get involved. We want you to jump in the stream. The link should be below. Let me just check that right now.
It is. I can see it.
You can see it, yeah? Lovely. The link is there, people. So if you're watching this right now, live, click the link in the live chat. You can jump in and join us. We are in the same place, by the way. We're just deciding to do it like this. It's Daps, Boy Soups.
What up?
Transfer deadline day. What we got? We got about an hour 15 left, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It is hour 15 left. Whose coverage has been the best for you, Soup, so far?
What, on deadline day?
Yeah, so far.
Well, for me, it's standard. It's
No.
No. Obviously, it's good to like keep up with like up to date rumors and what's going on, done deals and things like that, and all the happenings. But Sky Sports just provide a good comprehensive view of what's going on across the whole transfer window. They've got a good countdown. They've got the colours like the January window. For me, obviously, it's usually like a quiet window. There's not much going on.
Better this year, though.
Much better this year. A lot better this year. Obviously, this the first proper transfer window after COVID restrictions and stuff.
Very true.
And yeah, it's good. But with me in the summer transfer window.
Sorry,
because bless you. Yeah, the transfer window. It was so deep back in the day. I used to go to work wearing a yellow tie on transfer deadline day.
And that's what I was going to say.
Jim White.
So Jim White is. He was on TalkSport this morning.
Okay.
And that yellow tie is now in a museum in Manchester.
Oh, okay.
Museum of Football in Manchester, next to Watson's fur jacket.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, Jim White. So
football heritage.
I have been watching Sky Sports. I had it on my phone most of the day at work. But to be honest with you, Talk Sports coverage was pretty good as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Talk Sports this morning it was anyway.
Do you know who they had on? Who was doing the coverage? Was it?
It's the same shows all day long.
Okay.
As I say, I think Jim White might be on now. Jordan, the ex-Palace.
Oh yeah.
He's been on it. And a few people. I mean, I listen to TalkSport every day. I listen to in the morning. Is it Laura Woods?
Oh, is it still Ireland Brazil? It's still him.
He's on there less.
Oh, okay.
He had heart issues or something.
Okay.
And then
get well soon.
Yeah, he comes on less now. So who's on there? Ali McCoist.
Okay, yeah. Top pundit.
I like Ali McCoist and Top Geezer as well. Very nice guy. Ali McCoist. Jamie O'Hara.
Okay, yeah.
And I want to say Darren Bent. Yeah, Darren Bent.
Okay. Yeah.
Jamie O'Hara's a wanker. I'm sorry, I can't like that guy.
Listen, I didn't want to say anything. I was just like, okay.
I don't know what it is about him, but I just don't like the guy. But Darren Bent sound Darren. Actually, and do you know Jack Wilshere's on TalkSport?
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Wilshere's on.
I saw. I did see that he's been training with Arsenal with the Arsenal, and
he's been training with the Arsenal.
He has been training with the Arsenal, and but when he's been training, he's been wearing the JW on his training gear.
Yep.
But this week,
he's changed.
They gave him a squad number. They gave him number 12.
Yep, I've seen that. So while we talk on Arsenal, I guess the first thing is, you know what? Let's say the first thing, not the breaking thing. Ramsey to Rangers.
So, boom!
It's a done deal. Ramsey to Rangers for me is right. What's the fee? Do you know the fee?
I'll have a look. Yeah, I'll have a look at what the fee was.
So the thing was
got to be cheap, innit?
Is obviously he went to Juventus on a free. Juventus did what they're good at.
Yeah.
Get a man on a free. Keep him a couple of seasons, sell him on. They will have made profit on it, even if he didn't go here. But I don't think they would have made as much as they thought. He didn't get that much game time at Juventus. However,
it's a loan.
It's a loan.
deal.
What with the to buy?
I'll find out all of the details, but yeah, at the moment it's a loan.
So, well, that's even better for Rangers. Look, Ramsey. You're not going to say he's top tier because it depends what top tier is, but Ramsey is a baller. and in Glasgow. I think that's a great. You know what it is for me? I think that's his route back to England.
Yeah,
I think that's his route
he'll
back
come
to
back
England.
and he'll play for another team in the Premier League.
Yeah. I think it's his route back. I don't think he's
Villa.
That's a great shout. That's a good shout. That's a very good shout, Villa. So Ramsey, that is a that was one that I guess that's probably the biggest shock I've seen so far.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Do you know what the biggest shock for me so far? Dele Alli to Everton.
Nah, but you knew Dele Alli was going to go somewhere, surely.
Yeah, but it wasn't. I didn't think he'd be going anywhere. I didn't think he'd be going to Everton, and not this window.
I hear it, but I mean, they were saying first thing this morning on Talk Sport with Lampard coming in, he would have gone in and said, "Look, this is what I need right now." Interesting, Dele Alli was the first choice, but I believe Lampard has spoken highly on Dele Alli back before. And if you think about it, yeah, he is a player that can get goals a bit like Lamps. You know what I feel with that role, quick, is Everton are not in the relegation zone right now. They're 4 points above it. If Everton don't get relegated, the narrative is going to be Lampard saved Everton.
Well, of course.
They're not in the relegation battle yet. They're 4 points above it, right?
What about games in hand and stuff like that? Do you know?
No, I'm pretty sure it's fine. I mean, the thing is, look, they are not performing for that. The squad that they have, they should not ever be in a relegation battle. But I just already see the narrative. It's interesting to have Lampard and Gerrard both back in the Premier League managing, though.
Yes.
So,
that is.
Other deals we have had.
So just now, it's been confirmed. It's been confirmed. So it's not a done. Well, we'll say done deal, right?
No, is it a done deal?
We will say it's a done deal because I'm sure you've heard about Usman Dembele.
Yeah.
Looking to go so many places throughout this whole transfer window. There's been talks of him going to Man United, Chelsea, Spurs, but it's been confirmed
he's staying.
That Man United not even interested. Chelsea never even opened talks. Tottenham never ever been closed, and no interest in the swap deal that they were trying to do with Arsenal. And there's been no agreement between the clubs, between PSG and Barcelona. So as it stands, Usman Dembele
is
staying put at Barcelona. He's staying at the Catalan club.
And maybe fighting for his place.
He will try and fight for his place. I think he said that, didn't he? He said that.
Yeah. I saw a narrative earlier. By the way, if you are watching, please make sure you smash that like button. Drop a comment in the live chat. If you want to join us in the live chat, there should be a link at the top. Click on that. You will be in here with us.
Come along. You're welcome.
Let us know we sound all right. Let us know, because you know what? I'll be 100. We have not done this for a minute.
We haven't.
We haven't even done radio for a minute. So, but this is it. We're going to be back. Never a foul. Twice a week. We are going to be live and in colour.
Yep.
So thank you for all the loyal people that stay with us.
Yes.
Sorry. I just want to, if you want to take over quick.
Okay. So
finish off on that one.
Okay. Yeah. So like we were saying, Usman Dembele stays at Barcelona. Never ever really been close to any team, really. Obviously, there were rumours, there was murmurs that he'd be linked to Man United. Not true. Chelsea, no talks. Not true. Tottenham, never been close. They weren't even in it, really. They were just mentioned, I guess, for clicks and stuff like that. No interest in the Arsenal swap, like I said. And there's been no way to find an agreement between Barcelona and PSG. So Usman Dembele stays at Barcelona, and he goes to fight for his place.
See, the craziest thing with that was the fact that links with PSG. Actually, I see it now. That was that along with the links of Messi back to.
I think so. Yeah, I think there were murmurs of that, but
I saw one or two talks of Messi going back. I mean, I didn't doubt it, because I was thinking, with Xavi there, maybe Xavi could have said last hurrah and whatever. Hasn't worked out. But the problem is for me is that if it doesn't work out for Messi, at Barcelona,
at PSG,
sorry, peak, he's going to live that as part of his legacy, that he tried to go on to another club and it didn't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you think it's going to be with Dembele and Adama Traore.
Woo!
That's going to be
Ferran
crazy.
Torres.
Oh yeah, Ferran Torres as well. He's there.
Ferran Torres, who, to be fair, the little snake scored a banger the other day. I will give him that.
You call him a snake?
Absolutely calling him a snake. Absolutely 100% calling him a snake. Yeah, I mean, so far, Barca's signings, I'm still not overly excited by any of them, if I'm being completely honest, but is what it is.
Okay, so we've had confirmed, obviously, Usman Dembele is going to be staying at Barcelona. He's going to be staying at the new camp. He's got at least a half a season to prove his worth, try to get himself back in the team.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. It could work out. He said he wants to stay. He said he wants to fight for his place. So let's see if the.
Or did he say that because no one's come in for him?
No, he said that like before. He did say that before. So we'll see. And it's just transpired that no other clubs have really been doing any deals. There hasn't really been anything.
A few have, right. So while we talk about clubs that have been doing deals, it's been on and off more than the light switch. We know the club do not want him. It's been made pretty clear that Arteta doesn't want him. And Arteta's been getting rid of everyone he doesn't want. So, Aubameyang.
Yes.
So, apparently talks broke down and he wasn't leaving.
Mm-hmm.
He was staying put. Although most Arsenal fans, I think, have bid their farewells and said, it's time.
Yeah.
So long. Farewell.
He was training on his own, wasn't he? Since the disciplinary and stuff. He's been training by himself and all that. But he's kind of really fallen out of favour with Arteta. And
I mean, I'm sorry, but the contract thing, it's crazy. It is crazy. And I think, once again, Arsenal have done themselves no favours with the fact that the guy is on what he's
I think 350.
Year into his 350 grand 4 or 5 year contract.
Yep.
And he's 32 years old. And now, however, it is looking like there's been a U-turn. Arteta wants him out by any means. And if that means a free transfer, that could be a free transfer.
It could be a free transfer. And I'm gonna push this up. There is a deal close with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to go to Barca. He went to Barcelona today. Or he's been in Barcelona. Apparently, he's been there with his family. He normally goes to Barcelona. He's been there with his family. Yeah, he's normally there.
This time of year, he's always in Barcelona.
Because apparently he turned up and there was no representatives from Barcelona to meet him at the airport or anything like that. So there was no talks, no deals done. And I heard that he was going to make his way back to London today. But Arsenal have said that they're not prepared to pay his wages or do anything like that. So he stayed in Barcelona, and there's currently talks going on between Barcelona and Arsenal. Barcelona are preparing contracts and paperwork for Aubameyang, and they're in the final stages of negotiations, and the medical is now in place. They did book a medical, apparently, and it didn't take place earlier on. They didn't cancel it when he was going to go back to London, but the medical is booked. They're about to have it. So it sounds like Arsenal have completely decided that Aubameyang is okay to leave the club in this window. Lovely.
Sorry, Sam, if you are watching this, I've just sent you a message. There is a link in the live chat. If you just click on that, you should be able to come in.
Come on, Sam. Come along. Jump in. See what you're saying.
StreamYard's doing the same thing where it's asking him for a code again.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, we can get you a code if you want. Hold on.
Has he already gone on?
Well, it will come up on there, won't it?
I will. Okay, no, I'll send it to him.
Okay, cool. Soup's going to send you a link as well. Anyone else, if you are watching this right now and you want to jump on with us, have a chat with us, you know what? Give us information. We are not in the know. Hold tight, Ty, who is in the know. We are not in the know. Ty, if you're watching this, send me some information, please. Jump on, tell us how your team's doing, what you think. Sam's going to be with us. He'll know a lot more than us. We're just here for vibes, really.
Just for vibes, yeah. No, we
would love Harry Redknapp on the show with us right now, but
from a car door,
absolutely from a car door. But I don't believe he's available. We offered a lot of money, wasn't willing to come. So, all right, fuck you, Harry.
Yeah. Trying to multitask here, but Yeah, so there have been some other transfers that have happened throughout this transfer window as well.
Yes.
Some crazy ones. Did we speak about Dele Alli? Not really, but Dele Alli to Everton.
Yeah.
Good move.
Dele Alli
Good move.
What, for Dele? It's a good move for Dele because Dele needed to get the fuck out of there.
He needs to get out of Spurs.
He's got there. He's got some good players around him.
Yep.
Lampard is Lampard. Look, Lampard's going to favour him. It's his first signing. Lampard definitely wanted him for him to be going that quick. Is it a good move? I don't know. But I think the Dele is for Everton. Well, you know what? Actually, so it's a free.
Yeah.
Is that Sam? Is that Sam with us?
It is. It
Let me
is.
just turn this up quick.
Let's bring him in.
There we go.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello, mate.
How you doing, bro?
Can you hear me all right?
We can.
Can you hear us all right?
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
Lovely.
few technical difficulties. Yeah.
So we were just about to talk actually on the Dele Alli deal. So by the sounds of it, it's a free transfer, but if he hits certain targets, it will go up to I believe a bit more than 10 million or something like that.
And I hear he has to play at like 20 games.
Is that what it is? 20
Yeah,
games.
something like
Is
that.
this for Dele?
Yeah.
Wow, I thought it was a lot more than that.
Hold on,
know.
how long?
I'll have a look.
But what do you think of it? Good deal?
I feel like Everton have made so many of these sort of signings already down the years. These like number 10s who've come in. Now they've brought in 2 more today. I don't know. I feel like it might be a bit cliche, but if anybody can get the best out of him, you'd probably think it was Lampard, who was sort of the best at arriving in the box and getting goals, which is,
I
what
said
Dele
that
looked
earlier
like he could have been. So I just feel like overall this is massive for both Lampard and Everton, actually. Because if Lampard gets this wrong, I don't think he'll get another job in the Premier League again.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. And I was saying before that the funny thing is Everton are 4 points off of relegation, I believe.
Yeah.
So, all right, they are in a relegation battle, but they're not in a, they're not like when Big Sam takes over teams, they're in the mud completely. It's set up for Lampard to kind of get that narrative. If Everton stay up, doesn't matter if they stay up by 1 point, Lampard still saved them.
Yeah. They've got a few games in hand, which...
they do. I was asking that earlier.
Yeah.
Let's be 100. Their squad should not be where it is, but
no.
I think they're the only team that can spend the amount of money they've spent and move backwards. And I think that is a prime example of the fact that when people talk about City and say about Pep spending and if you spend, you win stuff, it's like, well, what's going on at Everton? Because Everton had good managers, they've had money, and they've got worse, if I'm being honest.
So I think that's why they've gone this time with a manager who isn't.
What, with an experienced manager? With a less experienced
Exactly.
manager.
So, yeah, they've gone with experience before. It hasn't really worked out. So they've gone with something a bit different.
That's true.
Yeah, they've been through like all types of managers, I think, Everton. They've gone for the experienced managers and Rafa Ancelotti. They had Martinez originally when they took over and they got rid of him. Marcus Silva as well. So they've gone for like a young manager. They've gone for Big Sam, like an English manager. So yeah, they've gone for
Lampard
a bit of everything.
Was rumoured. Sorry, not Lampard. Rooney was rumoured, but I don't believe.
Yeah,
he turned it down. He turned it down. Yeah, he came out publicly and said he wants to stay. Yeah, he's got a job to do at Derby County. So yeah, it's
funny. You can imagine he sat there at Derby that are kind of absolute mayhem, and he's looking across at Everton like, do you know what? I think I'm all right here. I think it's pretty safe here.
That's so bad.
Yeah, What was the other thing that happened? There was something else that happened, wasn't it? With a manager that got interviewed and then went public about his interview or something.
Yeah, Victor Pereira was the other one they interviewed. I don't really know a lot about him, but the fans turned on him pretty much before he even got offered the job. So yeah, that just says it all. Really, Everton, the fans are dictating the manager.
So a minute ago, you said that. Sorry, Soups, have you sent me that link?
Yeah,
it's not coming up. Where did you send it to?
What's that? Sorry,
I keep changing what you send it to. So the other thing you just said was about Everton's other signing.
Yeah, Mr. Van der Beek.
Oh, do you know what?
Do you know what? God, yeah.
Do you know what? Yeah, we can get into that, but let's get into the comments first, right? And big up Finley FJB.
What's he saying?
Finley saying, what do you think of West Ham's window? I personally think it was awful, considering that this was arguably our most important window, chasing European football again. What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, it's a bit of a strange one because obviously they're still in the Europa League. They're still going for Europe again next season. Chance to maybe add a bit of depth. I feel like they always look at signing a striker to just help Antonio, and it never quite comes off. I think they always end up being linked with a big name, someone who's perhaps playing in for a big club. And I think Darwin Núñez was that person from Benfica, which is really optimistic.
Yeah,
didn't manage to pull it off. And then there's like other names being thrown in, like Reece Healy, people just like random, former lower league strikers who are now playing in France. So it always seems to happen that they link to a big name, fall back on a small name, and then try and get that through. But
have you seen the footage earlier with Simon Jordan? He's talking about how that's how West Ham kind of do business. They kind of put their hat in the ring, but don't have any real desire to sign these players. They just put them in there, put their hat in the ring to show that they're kind of in the mix.
Yeah, that's what
they do it all the time. It happens all the time.
That, aren't they? They're bored, really are.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the West Ham thing's quite interesting because, right, the beginning of this season, and there was no shade being sent here, Sue, so please don't, if you catch strays, I'm sorry. But the start of this season,
I've been warned.
The start of this season, it was very much kind of put out there that it was going to be a 4-horse title race. City were the defending champions. Chelsea were the Champions League champions, who also have bought Lukaku. Manchester United had Varane, they had Ronaldo, they had Sanchez, and then Liverpool had Van Dijk returning from injury, right? Mm-hmm. So at the start of this season, and then you know what, you had Arsenal, Tottenham. No West Ham fan can tell me that at the start of this season they thought they were going to be challenging for top 4, right? Agreed?
No. Yeah, no chance. They didn't think that.
Of course not. Of course, if they're realistic, of course not.
So you look where they are now. I think they need to go for the Europa League. I think they need to go
balls to the wall for the Europa League.
Give the fans a try. Like, if West Ham win the Europa League, that is a very good season. For me, that's what they should be doing. And I think Moyes has got it to beat the teams in there. I think Moyes has got it tactically to be able to.
For me, I kind of feel, obviously, as much as this pains me to say, because I hate Moyes. All right. Because of what he done at Man United.
Not much compared to everyone. To be fair, he didn't do much wrong compared to what's followed.
No, it's different. And we're not talking about like loss rate and stuff like that. It's not about that. It's more about how he conducted himself in interviews and how he, in press conferences and stuff, he is always like the meek man, always very dour, always very negative, or like kind of giving realistic. Other teams, not realistic, but but maybe realistic, but giving teams too much respect. So that's what I didn't like about him. You know, he's meant to be managing Manchester United on a technicality.
But then if we go by that, I mean, was Oli much better?
No. Let's not get that. But okay. So let me take it back to what I was saying. So the point I was trying to make about West Ham is, West Ham. You know, they're not a terrible team. They do disrupt a lot of other teams who have like traditional top 6 and stuff like that. They do play some good football at times. However, I think they looked a lot better when they had the likes of Jesse Lingard playing for them. Yeah. And this window, they haven't really put their heart and soul on the line to get Jesse Lingard. Yeah, they could have prized him away from Man United.
But this is the thing. You say they couldn't prize him away from Man United, right? Man United saw what happened when they let Lingard go to West Ham last season, yeah? Yeah. Right? This season, you are in a battle for top 4 with West Ham.
Right.
Why are they going to let? Right. And then they also see the way you acted towards Newcastle. Cool. You can have him, but only if you give us 10 million if you stay up. That's the type of shit your board is doing, where West Ham are like, fuck this. You lot are going to, if you're telling Newcastle, who are not even one of your rivals, they have to pay an extra 10 million what West Ham will be hitting them up. Like, if you finish above us, you have to give us 50 million if you have Lingard. It would be some crazy ass deal. Where I get it, but I do agree. West Ham's board always do. They
throw the hat in, don't they?
Yeah, they're bored. They're bored and known for that, aren't they? They're like Daniel Levy, but with less money.
Yeah, he doesn't even put himself in the race. He's kind of like cuts himself out straight away, doesn't he?
However, while we talk on Daniel Levy,
Right.
Sam, you're a good person to have on here because you might be able to tell me. I think they announced both their new signings within 5 minutes of each other.
Yeah.
A defender and a winger.
Centre mid and a winger, yeah.
Oh,
Centre mid and a winger. Yeah. Yeah, so I think Paratici, the director of football, has gone back to his old club Juve to try and do a couple of deals with Luis Diaz and Traore falling through. So yeah, Bentancur, midfielder, Uruguayan. Done all right for Juve overall. Played a lot under the other managers, under Sarri and Pirlo. But since Allegri's come back in this season, I don't think he's been as in favour. So he's played a lot less. He's quite good though, I think, from what I've seen of him before in the Champions League. Sort of a bit of a kind of setting the tempo kind of midfielder. Played for Uruguay for years. Came through at Boca Juniors and then Juve brought him from there. So he's got quite a bit about him. He's a decent age as well, I think, still sort of mid-20s. So I think out of the two, I feel like he's going to make the bigger impact straight away. When you look at Spurs' midfield options, it's basically just Højbjerg, Skip and Winks now because Dembele's gone back to Lyon.
Yeah, that's another. Is that permanently in Dembele?
On loan.
Oh, it's on loan.
On loan, yeah. And then Lo Celso's gone on loan to Villarreal as well. So Spurs needed to get another midfielder in.
Just see another one. Crystal Palace signed Jean-Philippe
Mateta.
Yeah, they've just made him permanent. He's been on loan for the season. Yeah. And then the other one that Spurs signed, the winger, Kulaszevsky.
Swedish.
Yeah, Swedish midfielder. He hasn't played a lot this season for Juve. He had a very good couple of seasons for Atalanta and Parma, and then Juve did their thing and snapped up the sort of the next best talent coming out of Serie A. And he's been a bit more inconsistent, but he is quite explosive, quite a sort of powerful winger.
Yeah.
Just looking at him, he's about 6 foot, 6'1". Will take players on, but I think he is very inconsistent at the moment, probably because he's young as well. So I feel like maybe he's sort of just going to try and push maybe Lucas Moura to start. But Bentancur is the one I think is a good move for them.
That's an interesting one because I mean Lucas Moura, if he's fit, he should be starting for me.
Yeah, and Bergwein
I rate him massively.
Doing well under contract.
I think Moura's very good. Moura's very good.
Yeah, I like Lucas Moura as well. So yeah, less so the winger, but I feel like the midfielder was needed because Conte just didn't fancy Dembele or Lo Celso. So it's no surprise both of them have gone out on loan.
And I think with the winger again, I think there was a lot of I think is it 17 million, but it can rise by quite a lot depending on where they finish if they get Champions League football. There was quite a lot of seems to be the new way that Tottenham are doing it. Interesting. One thing I did hear is kind of obviously a lot of what's been going on at Tottenham is potentially last minute, which is not the way Daniel Levy usually, Jesus, we had a whole summer of trying to deal with Daniel Levy and we didn't get a player out of him. So it could be that maybe Levy has at last let what's their name? Parasite?
Paratici.
Paratici actually manage the transfer this window maybe. And when you say he's gone back to Juventus, it would make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, these two signings definitely is.
There was a rumour that it was close that Steven Bergwein might leave Spurs as well, in this window.
I did see that.
To Ajax.
Yeah, he might go to Ajax, but it's been communicated that there's no way to do the deal between the player and the agent. There's no way for Ajax to complete this late move. So that move is definitely
in the can.
Over.
Yeah. I think Conte likes him. I think Conte actually likes him a little bit as well. So
yeah. I think. Do you think Conte's really been backed in this window, or do you think he's ever going to be backed, Sam?
Go on, Sam. You answer it.
It's very difficult, isn't it? I mean, surely he would have known what he was signed up for getting into this. He's there's a slight misconception with Conte that he goes straight in and asks for the money.
Yeah,
I think he goes in. He sort of does the business and says, right, I've done this, so now you can back me up. When he first went to Chelsea, I don't think they spent real big for him until the season after when he'd won the league in the same Same happened at Inter and same happened at Juve. So I feel like if he gets maybe top 4 with Spurs, he'll be like in the summer, right, I've got you Champions League. No excuses. Let's do some deals. But I think at the moment, anyway, he might be all right to just work with what he's got.
Hold tight, Jamie, locked in. Love. One of the good Scousers, actually, one of the good Liverpool fans.
I think he'll be annoyed though, just quickly, that they missed out on Luis Diaz, and the rest of the Premier League should be pretty annoyed that he went to Liverpool as well. That is, we might come on to that.
Yeah. Sorry, is the stream all right? It keeps doing a weird thing.
Do you know what? Yeah, it is. I think it's.
Is it all good? Stream all good?
I'll double check it.
Sam,
but
can you hear it's all right still?
Yeah, I think my internet might have dropped a second, but it's all right now, I think.
Oh, drops again.
That better?
It's flashing. But no, I think it is all good. Predominantly, yeah.
Hold on. Should I stop that?
Do you think? I don't know if that's. I think it should be. Yeah, go on then. For now, yeah.
Stop that.
Oh, look, that looks like deal agreed. Look at the picture.
Deal agreed. Jesus.
Yes. Oh yeah. So that's the deal agreed for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to go from Arsenal to Barcelona. Yeah, we're just going to sort out these technical issues real quick. Sam, can you still hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Oh, lovely, jubbly. Yeah, so there's a deal agreed, but who's the deal being agreed with? Has it been agreed between the two clubs? Has it been agreed verbally between the player and and Barcelona? Like, what still needs to happen to do this deal?
Well, yeah, that's very true.
Are you in the know for any of these deals, Sam?
Am I an ITK?
Yeah, are you an ITK?
I wish I was, but no, I'm not. I mean, this whole Aubameyang to Barca thing is just, I don't know, it just seems a bit weird. They're desperate to get Champions League football. They need to get that for financial reasons. But just taking on someone like Aubameyang seems a little bit bizarre.
I think he's a great player, though, isn't he? He's very, very good. He's a very good player. Obviously, he's come off the boil a little bit since he signed the team. Yeah.
A little bit.
No, a lot. He's come off the boil a lot since signed the team.
A lot.
And he's doing a lot more on TikTok than he is doing on the pitch. But I kind of feel like signing a player like Aubameyang, who did all right at Dortmund, he's done all right at spells. No,
you know what? His numbers at Arsenal were good.
Yeah, no, obviously he was. Remember, not last season, the season before.
His numbers are good.
Yeah,
this season.
Yeah, not last season. The season before, where he got the Golden Boot, joint Golden Boot with various other players. Was it Salah and Mane?
Yeah,
he got Golden Boot with them. He's doing really well, and he comes in clutch. So him and Lacazette, they normally work as a good partnership together, but it just hasn't quite worked since he has signed the team. No. So he's come off the boil. I don't think. What do they say? What's that saying? It's like class is permanent, form is temporary, right? But his form has been temporary for quite a long time.
Yeah.
So, do we feel that, Sam? I'm going to ask you. Do you think Aubameyang can find his form if he does make a move to Barcelona?
I think he can find it away to Granada or Osasuna.
So
because the Liga has fallen off
the Premier League that's bringing him down.
Yeah, I don't think he's 33 in the summer. He was a brilliant striker in terms of his numbers, right up there with the best, like we just said. But his all-round game's never been that strong.
Yeah,
and now he's sort of having to rely a little bit on that as well. And it's just kind of, I don't know. He's just, like I said, 33 in the summer. He's probably getting another decent contract at Barcelona. He was on ridiculous wages at Arsenal.
Don't you think? Hold on. Is it loan? Is it a? Well, we don't know yet. But I mean, look, he's moving 350 to. Yeah, he's still going to be on a very nice. Or Arsenal are going to be having to pick up the rest or something.
It's a bit up in the air. I was reading earlier. I think usually David Ornstein is the best guy to follow Arsenal stuff because I think he knows one of the directors. He's always super reliable, and he was saying, forget the tweet up, that Arsenal have basically let him go on a free to get this deal sorted, just to get him off the books.
It is. It's 350 grand a week, and we all know that is one of the things.
Is that it?
There was something I saw when Arteta joined Arsenal. I think he had something like 900,000 a week in the players that ultimately he didn't want, and that were like still at the club. And for him to get any of the players that he really, really wants, he needs to get all of them. Like, he got most of them. The only one who's left with really now was Aubameyang on 350 a week.
But they kind of switched the wages from Mesut Ozil
to Aubameyang,
didn't they?
Absolutely. And it's crazy. They did exactly what you said. They didn't learn. And I would imagine in this deal, Arsenal will be picking up some of Aubameyang's wages. I mean, he's going to Barcelona. It's not like he's going to fucking Man City or Chelsea who got loads of money to pay 350 grand a week. Even if Barca said, you know what, we'll pay you 100 grand a week, Arsenal are probably going to be picking up 100 themselves or something to just get some of that money off the books.
Yeah, especially as it looks like Dembele's staying now. That's just been...
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's no way that Barca can be not a chance in hell. No. I mean, to be fair, did you ever see what Barca was supposed to be paying Aguero, actually, Sam?
I didn't actually know. I didn't. I mean, it wouldn't have been cheap. It would have been probably looking at over 200k.
Yeah, it was 250 us when he left us because we offered him pay as you play. I think Barca would have been offering him the fair whack.
Jamie says, I think he's gone to Barca on a free permanent deal. Yeah. Like I'm saying, free?
Yeah, but it's to get him off the wage.
It's changing all the time as well. I think it's changing all the time. What's going to happen?
Jamie thinks he will always score goals in Spain. I think we will have more time, and he'll have more time in space.
Yeah.
And Jamie can see him getting goals, and I can see that too.
I agree.
He's a potent striker.
I mean, so let's be who they've got on the books there now. They've got Braithwaite.
Yep.
They've got
Traore.
Yep. Traore, who I believe also Traore went back there. He didn't even consider Tottenham because he wasn't on playing as a wing back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So he's going to be playing somewhere up there.
Aubameyang.
Yep.
It just sounds like they're fun. I really don't want to knock Xavi, but I'm like, whoa, I thought you were going to bring some control into this club. You keep going and buying a load of kind of like wingers.
The manager doesn't control anything at Barca.
Yeah, it just seems like, fuck me, they're not learning. It's getting their wage bill's getting insane again.
They got Memphis Depay as well.
Depay?
Yeah. Luke de Jong.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're as top heavy as Traore.
Bit top heavy, yeah. But they've always kind of been like that. They've always kind of been like that.
Yeah.
Jamie's saying that Arsenal are dead food, and he's not surprised.
I am surprised
that Aubameyang struggled there.
Oh, what surprises me is the amount of players that are leaving Arsenal, but they're not linked with anyone.
No, they've thinned out the squad massively.
No, but the funniest thing is people who they're linked with. Did you see, Sam? Did you see the player who? No, not Vlahovic. The player who's gone to Newcastle, who done his announcement video yesterday.
Right.
Yeah.
He done the announcement video, and it was calling Arsenal. Did you see it?
Yeah. Bruno Guimaraes.
Guimaraes?
Oh yeah.
Mental. Like, how can you
what was he saying?
So in the video, he's put up all of the newspaper clippings of Arsenal being interested in him, and then next minute he signed for Newcastle.
You know what? I'll be honest. Whether that be Newcastle's marketing team or
I think it's
just the player.
But what they're saying, so obviously I was as soon as the news broke yesterday, I was right in there in all the group chats. I posted it multiple times. I was corning all of the Arsenal fans. I was like, oh my God, your club's a banter club. Look at this. Why did he have to do this? They'd all come back with the same thing. We didn't even bid for him. We didn't bid for him. But you're clearly interested in him in the media.
But I'll be honest. Arsenal's fan base at the moment, they're pissed off. They are pissed off. Right.
That's right. That's right. Jamie, he mocked Arsenal at the beginning, like fully mocked Arsenal. And they were like, oh, yeah, we didn't even bid for him or we didn't even want him and stuff. But there's clear stuff in the media.
Right. Yep. So
they've thinned out the squad massively.
But you see what? This is where I have to do what I often do.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Soups.
Go on then. Go on.
I don't like bullying, right? And right now I feel like you're trying to bully a team, right? You're not going to talk on City and Liverpool, are you?
I haven't yet, have I?
Right, but you're talking on Arsenal. Why is that? Who do you support, Soups? Remind everyone.
Me, I support Man United.
All right. So how's your window been, Bob?
our window has been non-existent. It's been as active as MK Don's window, I think. It's been crazy. Like we haven't done it. Like we've made a lot of. There's been a lot of stuff that's been going out. Okay. Oh, we've got. Oh, is that a gal? Is that a gal?
Gal, we were talking
about. Is that our
guy? Get him in.
Perfect.
Get a gal in. Then I'm gonna. Gal, what's good, brother?
I'm chilling, man. How you doing?
I don't know if you just saw, but Soups was just going at Arsenal, right?
No, I wasn't going at Arsenal.
Yes, you were. And I just said to him, listen, I'm going to do. And remember when me and you had that chat? I said I'm going to do what I do, and I don't like bullies. You're a Man United fan, so how's your window been, bro? So. I mean,
I can tell you what happened with Man United's window.
No. Let's not. Let's talk about Arsenal's window.
No. I can tell you what happened with Man United's window. Man United's window has been like this. They had what's his name? They had that guy. It got so bad that Jesse Lingard could not leave because their owner vetoed it and said they need Jesse Lingard in order to compete for top 4 this window.
You know what? And it does make sense now why Van der Beek, with who's gone, why Lingard might stay as well.
Yeah, so Van der Beek is leaving because he doesn't get game time, and they bought him to sit on the bench for 2 years for no reason. Martial FC is dead and gone. So anyone who's Martial FC, you can cry yourself a river. That's done. When it comes to the whole situation with Greenwood, we're not even going to speak about that.
Let's not talk about that.
We're not even going to speak about that. That has been the biggest blow in their window, realistically. Losing that player for however long he's gone in his career, done. Like that right there is the biggest blow, because they went from having a decent attacking options to now Jesse Lingard being their 5th attacking option.
Do you know what? It's very interesting. Look, I get what you're saying on the Greenwood thing. I don't want to talk on it either, right? However, from a football, and also let's be very clear, it's not a football thing. That's why I don't want to talk on it, because it isn't. It's far bigger than that. But from a football point of view, with the fact that obviously Martial's gone,
gone to Sevilla,
Van der Beek.
Van der Beek's gone. The other Donny that scored for Rangers.
Diallo.
Oh yeah. Amad Diallo. Yeah,
Diallo's gone, right? So all of
scored
them
on his debut.
And then we have to understand, as a football club, Greenwood will not be playing at very least for the rest of this season. Hopefully, a lot longer. You might have then thought today, actually, United might have thought, hold on a second.
They tried. They were going to bring in Dembele, but then the Dembele thing never actually got serious with Dembele and Manchester United. And
there was no actual. I don't think there was any communication really.
They wanted to bring in Zakaria, but Zakaria went to Juventus. Juventus basically looked at Arsenal's cheat sheet for who we want to sign this window, and they signed both of them. And then what else is there? Yeah, that's pretty much it, really. And then Tottenham did their shit, which is they sneakily got 2 deals done with their new tactical director's old club.
Yeah,
and then you got Chelsea not doing anything, because Chelsea, the champions of Europe, you don't need nothing, right? Supposedly.
Marina's gone quiet, hasn't she?
Well, you know what? It's interesting.
What Chelsea do though? They win a major trophy and then they don't buy nothing. They don't strengthen the squad.
You know what? It's interesting, because I was speaking to a City fan, Gundogan, yesterday, and we were speaking on Chelsea. And I mean, my view is always that Chelsea will just spend, like, whatever. They'll spend whatever the fuck they want, right? But he was saying, I get what you're saying, but actually in some instances they can't, like, because right now the issues they have is they've got 2 players in Rudiger and Christensen that are very important, and they haven't signed new deals yet, right? And for them to sign new deals, it's going to be a lot of money on the wage bill. Lukaku, whether he's performing or not, they can't, like, Ibrahimovic can't lose the amount of money he would have to lose to sell Lukaku at the moment. So Chelsea are in a bit this, because obviously he is going to have people around him that are like, you can't just lose 60 million or whatever like that. Of course not. Yeah, they are in a bit of a position. And if they do want a big summer,
read it.
Listen, I am in no position to make fun of Chelsea right now. I'll wait until Lukaku has a stinker. Believe me, every single person who's chat shit to me today during this transfer window, I have smoke for you guys, but I'll wait until your team does shit and then I'll do it to you. right? But when it comes to Manchester United fans, you guys can't chat to me. When it comes to Tottenham fans, you guys can't chat to me. When it comes to Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, I'm not even gonna smoke on them because
Listen, I'm not even like being smoky or anything. But have you got the league positions up at any
come
point?
on, bro. Don't do
okay.
that.
So you want to do that?
No. What do you mean?
He better not want to do that.
No.
What
No.
do you
What do you mean? That's what I mean. What do you mean do that? I'm not doing anything.
So,
I just said, have you got them to hand? That's all.
I mean, look.
We've got Reedy.
Yeah.
Ready to jump in. We got
Let
Reedy.
Reedy come in as well. But league position.
We got Reedy.
What do you say, Reedy?
Reedy.
How are we doing, guys?
Good.
Good. You good?
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Actually,
Yeah,
so let's move on from that. Reedy, how have Leicester been busy? Quiet.
Busy, more like quite.
Anyone? Anything?
We've got people out, not in.
Let me ask you about Tielemans.
Like
Is
United.
he going to sign a contract?
He won't sign a contract. He'll go at the end of the season.
Okay.
He's not staying.
That's a big miss.
Tell me, is he good defensively? If
It's an iffy one because since Dewsbury Hall's been coming in, yes, he's not going to be the ideal replacement, but he can do the job if Tielemans goes. So I'm not too disappointed if he leaves.
So can we let one more person in?
Big up Jamie.
Hello, Jamie.
Yeah, guys.
I was going to ask the Leicester fan.
Yeah.
Tielemans has been linked to. He's been linked to Liverpool. He's been linked to Arsenal. He's been linked to Manchester United. Is he good as a part of a double pivot DM role, or what is his role like? Because if I was to sign him at Arsenal, I'd want him to play that DM role next to Partey.
No, he's more of a box to box. He's more of like
just
an actual centre midfielder where you can go up and down the pitch, shooting, trying to defend a bit more. He's probably more like a. I'm trying to think of at Arsenal. Maybe like an 8. Yeah, he is an 8 for us, I think. So, yeah.
So is his defensive deficiencies a problem for someone who's trying to use him as a double pivot?
Yeah, you'd rather use him attackingly instead of defensively.
Okay.
Does Ndidi get the best of him then? Do you think having that athleticism next to him?
Yes, that's because it covers him more defensively when he's not. As I can say, it's shown the last few games. Obviously, since Ndidi's been at the AFCON, we've not looked anywhere near as good because, again, with stats when he's out to being in,
you never do. Yeah, you never do that,
different.
Ndidi.
So,
I want Basuma personally, and Ndidi, in my opinion, this season has been a shell of himself. I think Basuma is the best DM in the league when it comes to outside of the top 6, original top 6. I mean,
I think he's overtaking him, hasn't he?
I'm glad you said
Basuma's overtaking him.
When you said that, I was thinking, hold on a second. But the Ndidi one's an interesting one because if you would have gone back to the summer, Ndidi was being linked, to the top teams. United. I don't know with Tielemans. I think Tielemans is overrated still.
I do at the moment. He's the errors he's made. Like for instance, I don't know if anyone saw the Spurs game. The end of the match, 2-2. Yes, it was a bottle from us to go even 2-2.
It was the referee.
2-2.
It was not your fault.
You don't go and make a stupid error by passing it straight from kickoff. You just boot the ball and end it 2-2.
Yeah.
He went into the run, gave it to one of the players, and they go and get a third. So, and that's all down to him, which is a bit naive from a player that should be that high quality.
I'll tell you this. I blame the referee for that game. He should have blown the whistle after the first goal, but he didn't because there was no time left on the clock. It made no sense why he let you guys.
I don't think you can call. Even I can't say that because obviously with the yellow card that they got given, that's an extra 30 seconds. Yeah. Spurs' second goal getting an extra 30 seconds. So that's at least 6 minutes of added time instead of 5. It did work out to be right, but you're probably right. 10, 15 seconds, even 20 seconds more, and it would have been game over. So you don't even kick the ball at that point.
Okay, so wait, can I ask a question, Reedy? So obviously, let's start. They made a signing at the start of the season in the summer. Patson Daka.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's kind of coming into form now. Do you feel like he kind of feels like a new signing at this point? At this point of the season, he started to come into form just before the Christmas break.
No, because I think he's been doing brilliantly in Europa League already.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the only reason he's really not been able to get in is because of Vardy. And we all thought
Yeah.
maybe he'll be here as replacement, and then Vardy starts coming on the subs. But I think people were like, why is Daka not starting a lot more? Because we knew how good he was when he came over from Salzburg.
Yeah.
And then we realised that when we embed him in a bit more, he came on against United, came on in the Europa League sometimes, and then starting Europa League, he started getting more goals. And now Vardy's injured for another 5 to 6 weeks. This is perfect time to now get into it. Scored 2 goals already since he's been starting.
Okay.
I'm a Daka fan, man.
Interesting.
I'm a
And me.
I
big
do like
Daka
that
fan.
from
For
Daka.
me,
And
it's
I like the look of him a
his
lot.
time to shine, because he has to start doing something, because we haven't really got anyone else. And with Forest coming up in the cup, it's yeah.
I'm gonna have to head off. Can I just mention something about Arsenal quickly, and then we can go? 'Cause-
Arsenal.
yeah, that's what we wanted. I wanted to get you, Igal, to obviously speak on Arsenal quick. Obviously, there's been players leaving.
Let me put it.
Aubameyang is the last one for me on the big wages that Arteta needed to get rid of.
Okay, first things first. Let me put you guys in the mindset of Arsenal fan. This morning I woke up. A lot of Arsenal fans did not expect anything to get done today, and some of us expected us to at least get a striker in. We didn't care who it was, get a striker in. The hopes of getting a midfielder died 3-4 days ago when the Arthur Melo deal was done and dusted. Gini Ronaldo broke his back. That's not happening. Renato Sanchez is not going nowhere. Bruno Guimaraes went to Newcastle. That we could have signed him, but we didn't choose to go for him. He actually went for more money than they wanted to go to Newcastle. What else was there? That was one of the major links. Is there anybody
Did you
else?
mention Vlahovic?
Okay, now the Vlahovic deal was done a long time ago, a couple of days back. We knew that Vlahovic wanted to go to Juventus. Juventus said they didn't have any money. They ended up last minute bidding for him, pulling the wool over everybody's eyes, getting him for actually cheaper than what we would have paid for him. Isaac, supposedly today, we bid £58 million for Isaac.
They wanted a lot of money for him, didn't they?
They wanted the release clause of 75 million.
euros, isn't it?
Yeah.
They wanted 75 million pounds cash up front. No installments, no nothing. We bid.
He ain't done enough to prove that. I'm sorry.
You know, he hasn't done enough to prove that individually. However, imagine getting Isak and Aubameyang back together again.
Nah, man.
Aubameyang was always leaving. Let me bring you to what happened.
You had to get rid of the 350 back. Wait, that.
Oh, I see. Okay. Fair enough.
So Aubameyang now is what do you call it? Getting it. Aubameyang this morning, he showed up, took the picture outside his car, everything the deal was done. Then 2 hours ago, David Ornstein reported that the deal is broken down due to wage problems and some issues with them having to pay a large portion of the wages that Arsenal would be sending him on loan for with no loan fee. Then Aubameyang went on to go terminate his contract by himself, saving the club £25 million, terminating his contract with no additional fees or anything to be paid that have been disclosed, and saving the club £25 million, going to Barcelona on a free. And at this point, the club still has not brought in a replacement. So we are now going to go the remainder of the season, 17 league games with Aubameyang out, no replacement for him. We have Eddie Nketiah and Lacazette, who've scored 2 goals this season in open play with no penalties or free kicks or anything like that, and also not from corners. And when it comes to everybody else, we have 3 center backs. We've loaned out one of our academy center backs, so now we only have 3 center backs at the club that have football experience playing first team football. We have 2 right backs, 2 left backs. We basically have a similar type of defense to Man City, where you have a small knit group.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
Arteta, it would make sense. He's doing the Pep model.
And also, just like Zach Steffen, we signed a backup goalkeeper from America, and we now signed an American defender. We're literally meeting the exposure. You know, the exposure brand exposure on FIFA. That's basically what we're doing.
Well, you know what? What you could say is he's following the Pep model, right? He's got rid of all the bad eggs. In the summer, you'll have a big summer, and then next season you'll win the league. But what the one thing I did want to ask you?
Don't laugh, Daps.
Huh?
Don't laugh.
Ramsey, do you rate that? Do you rate that move? The Ramsey Rangers.
It's an odd one for me.
For who? Odd for who?
I don't know. It just seems like is it a high? Is it too high level for Ramsey, or is
I think
I
it's,
don't know.
I think it's his route back to England for me.
I think he's going to
That's
absolutely smash it over there, and people are disrespecting how good Aaron Ramsey is.
Yeah, agreed. I agree with you.
At a team like Rangers, if Amad Diallo can come in, a kid that's inexperienced, hasn't played much football, or you have Chelsea academy kids who've never played a game in football, can come there and get 12 goals in a season. He's going to go to Rangers, he's going to go to Scottish football and absolutely destroy everybody.
And one other thing
If he
that's worth
stays fit.
saying on that is the manager, right? He's a very good manager who plays good football, right? I don't know. For me, it's his route back to England. It hasn't worked out in Italy. Like you said, he can go to Glasgow and light up the whole Scottish Premier League. If he's in the form he was for Arsenal, I think it's a good move. I think it's a good one for Glasgow as well, for Rangers as well, to be honest.
Yeah. If he
Egal,
stays
thank
fit,
you
I
for
think he'll be
this.
good.
So you're just saying, yeah, bad transfer window. Your expectations rest of the season.
Good news for everyone else.
Bro, all I gotta say is we went from arguing about if we're gonna sign a signing to if Aubameyang's a club legend. That's what we've gone to now. You know what our tactical director is? Our tactical director is basically at this point, you know those guys who come to your house when you owe money?
Payless.
Yeah, he's basically that. He's going to everybody else at the club and just sending them packing.
I think you know what, I'm going to stand by Arteta for one more transfer window.
It's not about Arteta. It's Edu is the guy.
Agreed. I agree.
I'm sorry for swearing.
But I agree with you. I've always said this. Like I said it before you got rid of Wenger. Wenger is not the issue. He's covering up your board. Your board is the issue. Yeah, it's what it is. But did you say you're going to jump off? You probably need to get on your channel, right?
No, I was going to do something else. But thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Let everybody, Egal, before you go,
Yeah.
let everybody know where they can find you, where they can listen to you more, where they can listen to your takes on Arsenal. Do you know what? One of my favorite videos of you ever was you at the game. I think it was at North London Derby, and you were honestly when you lot scored. Was it the third goal?
Yeah.
Bro, vibes. I loved it. But let everybody know where they can find you and hear your mad Arsenal takes.
Oh man, I'm not that mad. Yeah, you guys can catch us on Thursdays. Obviously, my guy, Dabs. Am I saying your name wrong?
You said it right for once. You said
There you
it
go.
right. This channel and say it right. So I love that.
Dabs is on every Thursday. We do the Premier League prediction. We do the Premier League prediction show. I really need to title that better because it's kind of getting boring just calling it Premier League prediction. I might find a new name for it. But yeah, the Premier League prediction show on Thursdays. I'll be doing a show later tonight at around midnight about recapping Arsenal not doing nothing this whole window but getting rid of sales. And yeah, my channel is called EGTV. You can also find me on EGTV on Twitter, almost at 3K there. And you can also find me on TikTok where I'm almost on 1K. And yeah, I'm almost on 10K on Twitter, on YouTube. So yeah, literally 200 subscribers away. Pretty close.
Love that. Make sure everybody you do like and subscribe onto Egal's channel as well, because honestly, he's great. Like even though for an Arsenal fan, he's good. He's good people, man.
And I appreciate you joining us, bro. Thank you.
No worries, man. Whenever you need me, just throw me a link if you're ever doing like non Man City stuff or just like rival stuff. Because I don't want to be talking about Man City winning every game, man. It's gonna get boring.
Well, we'll see.
There's no controversy. You see, if Man City were losing every single game, believe me, you'd have like 500.
Oh, we've seen it.
I love it.
We've seen it. When we've had shows after we've lost, all of a sudden there's certain people lurking in the comments and that. Like, I'm like, oh, you never watch any of the usual shows, but when we've lost, all of a sudden you're in the live chat. But that's how
you draw against Southampton. They just want to see going crazy.
That's how it rolls.
Bro, I see it all the time, man. We'll draw against Burnley. Woo! We'll lose against Liverpool. Woo! And then when we're winning, I'm here celebrating. There's nobody there. It's like I'm celebrating. Yeah. You know that thing. You know that guy. You know that meme with the guy jumping up and down, and then he looks down and there's 3 people jumping with him. That's me after we win a game.
Yeah, that's Laporte when he scored against Southampton.
Brilliant.
Bro, what does he do?
Then no one else is there. They will walk back to the halfway line.
Man is doing puzzles. And
He was doing like
he's doing
gang
fire.
signs.
Anyways, I'm off this, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you.
You're
You got a Man United fan. You got a Man City fan, Liverpool fan, Leicester fan. Who do you support above me?
Man City.
He's City.
Manchester City. Okay, so we got 2 of them on the same stream. That's irrelevant.
It's rare, you know.
That's very rare. Yeah.
If it happens, it does happen. It does happen.
I'm sorry,
That's
I'm
safe
not
again,
trying to
man.
throw salt. I'm just saying, like, I have not been on a stream with 2 Man City fans since Patrick and ever. Oh yeah, have a good one, guys.
Cheers, Bob.
Safe,
See you
bro.
later.
Cheers.
Thanks to Igal for joining us. And as he said, catch me on Igal TV every Thursday at 8 or 9 p.m. It's absolute vibes. Shots everywhere.
Shots from
now, Jamie.
Yeah.
Jamie.
Jamie.
This is the first. Jamie and I speak quite a lot, and that's how I know that he's one of the good Liverpool fans. So thanks. First time we've been on a stream together.
Yeah.
The first time I think I've done a stream where I'm talking more than Man City, to be honest. So thanks for joining us.
Cool.
So firstly, where can everyone find you?
So on YouTube at Jamie Phillips Football Chats, and on Twitter, Jamie LFC 39.
Okay, now Liverpool. Let's talk Liverpool.
Yes.
You happy?
Yeah, I am so far. This season.
So if we recap, obviously you've signed. The big one is you signed
Luis
Diaz.
Diaz. Has the guy gone to Fulham? Has that been made?
That's just been agreed. It's just come up on Sky Sports News now.
And that is
Fabio Carvalho.
Yeah, I also saw Curtis Jones. Not Curtis Jones. Who's the other younger lad?
Nat Phillips went to.
Yeah, I saw. Is he gone?
Yeah, he went to Bournemouth on loan.
He's gone on loan.
Okay. I think there's an option to buy, but yeah, he's gone at the moment. He needed it as well. He's 25 and
yeah.
He's our fifth.
He's 25.
Yeah, he's 25. He's our 5th choice centre back. I mean, us Liverpool fans, we owe him a lot. I mean, at the end of the day, he helped us get in the top 4 last season with all the injuries. And the thing that
giving it.
Yeah, what pisses me off, though, because I'm not one of these Liverpool fans who will just, swipe. I have a go at Jurgen Klopp. I have got the guts to be one of the only Liverpool fans who will say when Klopp's not doing the job I think he should be doing. I just don't, bend down and kiss his feet everywhere he goes. And I love the guy. Don't get me wrong, but last season he should have put in Phillips a lot sooner than he did. He didn't trust him. And
then carried on playing Fabinho out of position. Fabinho playing the position he should do.
Yeah, you got one of the best defensive midfielders around, and you're playing him at centre back with Henderson. To be fair, Fabinho did an all right job at centre back because he's a good defender, but it's not his place. And that ruined the whole structure of our side because our team is built on that midfield. Our midfield's not like your midfield. Our midfield is more industrious, more. They win the ball back to give it to the players. So your midfield, I think, is the top midfield in Europe.
However, I would say that actually what you went through last season is exactly what we went through the year before.
Yeah, when we won the league. Yeah,
where we had to play Fernandinho and I believe at times Rodri even next to him as a centre-back pairing. And the whole thing is, did Fernandinho do a job? Yeah, he did a job. He wasn't obviously Company or Diaz, but he did a job. But the key to that is you've lost, also with Fernandinho and Fabinho, they're 2 very comparable players.
Exactly.
How important they are to the team and everything. You put them in centre-back, they're not playing in the role that they are. It's like ultimately taking Salah and going, do you know what? He can also do the job as a goalkeeper, so let's throw him there. You might do the job, but you're not getting the goals up top no more. So you're bang on with that. Interestingly, with Klopp, I mean, my issue with...
I know your issue.
With Klopp, I feel like Klopp is doing what Wenger did at Arsenal now, and he's covering up for the board. And I respect it. You know what? I'd probably cover up for my boss.
I haven't got a problem with our board.
Really?
I'm one of these. Yeah, look, I'm one of these Liverpool fans who are not all FSG this, FSG that. Look, no one can compete financially with Manchester City
No.
at this moment in time. I mean, Newcastle probably will eventually,
All right.
but
All right.
at this moment in time,
I
Man
would
City.
disagree with you. You can. You are like the one thing.
Oh, we
get
do it
told-
differently. We do it differently.
You
Yeah,
do,
but-
you
but-
do it like
that's
us.
fine.
You do it like
Hold
us. You
on,
have to
hold
sell
on.
before you buy.
Hold on, that's fine, but you can't say you can't compete with us because we get told all the time, and I agree with it. Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal are bigger clubs than Manchester City. They have the ability to generate more income.
Yeah.
That could be put back into buying. They choose not to. Which, and again, I get it. That's fine. That's the owners that they are, but they could do. They choose not to. So
I like the structure of our club. I do like the structure of our club, and we are at the end of the day a very well run football club. When we go for transfers, when we go for players, the players we want, we usually, if there's a player we really, really want, we usually go for him. Like, but you don't hear a lot of leaks coming out of Liverpool for players that we're going for. I remember when we got Fabinho, we just got him out of the blue. I didn't even know we were in for Fabinho. The ones who really know about it, your Van Dijk's not. Like, we wanted Van Dijk. Van Dijk's the defender we wanted. Obviously, we messed around in the summer, couldn't get him. And we didn't buy another defender because Van Dijk's the player we want. So we went and got him in January. I like that fact that we won't just buy another player
for the sake
because
of it. Yeah, I
for
get
the
that.
sake of it. And
I think that's where Pep and Klopp are very similar. They're both similar.
I do like that. I'm not one of these Liverpool fans who pretend we don't spend money though, because look, we broke 2 world records for a goalkeeper and centre back. So it's not pretend we don't spend money.
And the wage bill's off the scale, isn't it?
Yeah, but what I say in the reason we can't compete with yourselves financially in a way, you can afford to buy £100 million player in Jack Grealish, and he doesn't have to play in your team every week for you to still be at the highest quality. If Liverpool buy £100 million player
he's in every
in our team, he has to play every single week because he'd probably be our best player. If that makes some kind of
it does make sense. It does make sense. Yeah. It does make sense. I do agree with you. Right, so I'm going to be honest. I don't know much about the player you've signed. I've heard great things. I've seen great things, heard great things. You know what? And I also, however much I hate Klopp, however much I try and back Pep in every argument that I get put in over Klopp, I do rate Klopp very, very high. Very, very, very high.
They're the two. They're the two.
Yeah.
I don't think
there's two better managers. That argument is crazy, to be honest.
No, I don't think there's
not
two better
cool,
managers.
But Conte, I'd put in there.
Yeah, Conte's up there.
Maybe, yeah. But the thing is with the thing I want to ask you is with this new player coming in, is he the Mo Salah replacement?
I don't think he's the Salah replacement. Look, this Salah stuff, I understand why it's taking so long from 2 points of view. Salah wants to smash our wage structure, right? He wants 400 grand a week, and when you look at it,
that's so cool to put it that way, Jamie.
No,
he's not like, right, I want to smash that. I think he just wants one big.
Yeah, he wants what he deserves. He wants what he deserves.
He's not trying to crumble your club.
At the moment, you know, he's one of the best players in world football at this moment. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And he deserves that money. Yeah. But where Liverpool have got this like wage structure, they're worried. I'll put it like this. So what FSG are worried about, Mo Salah is going to be 30, going on to 31. You put him on a 400 grand a week contract. This is from FSG's point of view. They're worried then that person on that contract is getting into his 30s and he might decline. I don't think he will. I think he's going to be one of these players who will go improve in their 30s.
Maybe.
But they think they're looking at it. What if he starts declining? We live in this COVID era at the moment where we're not too sure about anything, you know, especially football wise. We've got a 32-year-old, say, on a 400 grand a week debt that is not, is decreasing.
Yeah.
And we can't get rid of that player for that money now because no one will want to take a player on 400 grand a week. So I can see where FSG are looking at it from. But as a fan's point of view, I'm like, I know not all players when they reach 30s start to go down like that.
Yeah.
You know, they can go up. I had this argument with Jordan Henderson, right? I had this argument with Liverpool fans of Jordan Henderson that really pees me off. Like, I love Jordan Henderson because he's our captain, you know. I know he's not the greatest player. I know he's not very athletic. I know he's getting worse, you know, his trajectory is going down as he's getting older. Liverpool fans at the beginning of the season, when they found out that Jordan Henderson might leave because of his contract situation, we're all going mad on social media. How can FSG not sign Jordan Henderson up to a big contract? And I was like, well, yeah, I can see it from FSG's point of view. The man's 30. He's had a lot of injuries. He's not always guaranteed to play now. So why don't you just let him run down his contract and then give him a contract as he plays sort of thing, you know, and go from that, give him rolling yearly contract sort of thing as he's getting older to prove his fitness. They gave him a big contract. He's at the club. And because his trajectory's gone down instead of up because he's getting into the 30s, Liverpool fans slag him off now and want him out of the team. So you can't. So basically, what it is, you can't win with fans sometimes.
You know what it is?
Your own fans.
I've been having a few conversations like this, and ultimately, the way that it is, I've noticed this is there is a structure at clubs where even if you are a younger elite player. And obviously, there are some instances that are different, but younger elite players get paid less than elder players. It's a fact, right? John Stones has just signed 250 grand a week, but he's coming of age now, right? And then
he's on more than Van Dijk.
But this is the thing that I mean, do you know what? I can even go back to my office. If you've been somewhere longer, every year you get a pay rise, right?
Yeah,
so
of course you do. Yeah.
More money, and it's the same in football, but because football's a lot more money, it looks bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
But then, with the way that the world is right now, not too many clubs have loads of money, right? So it's kind of like early days of Bosman ruling. Everyone wants a free transfer, yeah? So to the players, especially to the players that are looking for that last big payday, and we can call them out. We've got one, Raheem Sterling. Chelsea have Rudiger Christensen. I don't know, United have got... You lot have got Salah. It does happen. And
United got Pogba.
United have got Pogba. Yeah, Pogba's gone, man. There's no... And I do... And like, when I was having this conversation with City fans, and they were saying... I was saying that I could see Sterling ending up maybe going to Arsenal, because if Arsenal get rid of the Aubameyang wage, they will look at Sterling as very marketable. London boy returns, goes up top. Sterling will know he's going to get game time week in, week out. And he's going to get the pay rise, like a big contract. City fans were going, no, but I think he'd want to stay at City. I said, no. I think Sterling wants to stay at City. I think Salah wants to stay at Liverpool. I think Rudiger wants to stay at Chelsea, right? And they will say, I want to stay. This is what I want, right? If you pay it, I'm fucking happy. I'm getting stay at the club I love and I'm getting money. However, if you're not willing to pay that, then I'm going to listen to other offers, because ultimately, in 4 years' time, 5 years' time, I'm retiring. Like, I need to make this fucking money.
But this is what I'm saying about Mo. With Mo, at this moment in time, I think Liverpool feel like they're in a good place with Mo at this moment, because he isn't kicking off. He isn't making a fuss. He wants to legitimately stay at the club. And way I'm looking at it as well, I'm not too sure where Mo would actually go if someone came in for him for the summer. Because the way I'm looking at it, I think Real Madrid are going to do a madness this summer.
Yeah.
I think they're going to get Mbappe on a free. They're going to get Pogba on a free. And I think they're going to get Haaland.
What do you think?
I think they're going to go Haaland.
If they get Haaland and Mbappe, I don't believe they'll come in for summer.
And then the only team I really see will be able to... Because even though he's got a year left in his contract and he's 30, Liverpool guys still want good money for him. They guys still want 80 to 100 million for Salah.
Yeah, of course they are. Yeah.
And the only team I can see that is PSG. But PSG are owned by Qatar. Salah's Egyptian. There can be some,
tension.
He said things before with certain players coming from certain areas that he didn't want to join.
Yeah, there's definitely politics between the Arabic world that we don't
really
too much.
I don't know if that transfer would happen. So I'm looking at it. I don't think he would play for an English club, because the only other team would be Man City, I would say. So
Not Chelsea.
No, I don't think. I'll be honest with you. I don't think he would go to Chelsea or City.
No, I
No,
don't
he
think he would
wouldn't.
play for another English club.
No, I get
so-
it. We could afford him, but I don't think he would. And also,
No.
to be honest with you, I don't know if City would spend the money that.
On a 30-year-old.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
No
'Cause
chance.
It doesn't
It's
matter.
interesting.
That's what we
It's really
feel, yeah.
interesting because we're at a point now where it seems like a lot of players are running down their contracts.
It's the
A
way
lot of
it's
players
going,
are coming into the last year. Yeah, it's definitely the way it's going. I've said it a few times. I think you could even see in a few years football move
Free
into like a
transfers.
little bit of an NBA. Yeah, free transfer. Look at this summer: Pogba, Dembele, Mbappe, Dybala. So many big names
Look at
coming
last
into
summer.
the contracts.
Look at PSG
Exactly, yeah.
signings. And most of them are all free, weren't
Yeah, all last year. PSG, all free signings. Real Madrid trying to do the same this year. And you look at the players going into the last year of their contracts. At City, Mahrez, Sterling, Gundogan, Jesus, all got a year left when they come to the summer. Liverpool, we said about Salah. The other part of the front three, Firmino and Mane, also coming into the last year of their
they?
contracts.
Yeah.
So
I think what will happen with
very,
them
very
two-
interesting how it's going to play out in the summer.
This is the part of the Salah thing. So, personally, I think Salah will get his deal because I think FSG know, the one player they have to probably keep out of everyone is Mo Salah, but I think they know they're not too worried at this moment in time just because of the fact that I don't think they think Mo wants to leave and what clubs would actually take him at this moment in time. So, I think they feel secure there. I think that will be done. But Bobby and Mane, I think Liverpool might be happy for them to run out their contracts. I don't know if they're because giving Mane a contract, he's going to want very close to what Mo's on.
Yeah.
Whatever Mo signs for, Mane's going to want close to.
And you've got to think as well that them two players now have pretty much good enough replacement. Diaz hopefully come to
You've
be
got Diaz
Mane's
and
replacement,
Jota come through,
and Jota's coming through and basically replace Firmino. So
so we are building underneath.
Yeah.
And we're doing it quite quietly. Where we're built like we've got Diaz and Jota who go both be 25. We bought Salah and Mane when they were 25.
Yeah.
So that's it's the age we build up to, and
For me, Diaz 100% feels like the Mane replacement. I feel like his profile is very similar. Left winger, cuts in on the right, very direct, lots of goals, very dynamic, runs all day. Like it's kind of they've gone textbook like for like in terms of a player that I think fits that Liverpool front three.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, our front five we got this season is it's just improved our depth in attack. I mean, we've got Diaz, Mane, Salah, Bobby, and Jota. I mean, that's as good as a five that you probably find around Europe. To be fair, so I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy with the depth. Look, I've not given. I know a lot of Liverpool fans have gone right. I've given up on the league. The league's over. I won't give up on the league title till you officially can't win it anymore. I always say, look, 9 points is a big gap with Manchester City because you can't see Manchester City dropping points. But we've got that game now. If we win that game in hand, it's 6 points. We still got to play you guys still. So I don't give up. I hate Liverpool fans that just go, it's over. Man City have won it. I think that's pathetic. And I hope the players the players haven't got that thing. I think you should.
Yeah, no, they haven't.
You just keep going.
I think you proved that against Palace. The way you came out against Palace, you proved that. You came out and got 2 very early goals. I was on the streams before we played Southampton, and you lot played on several streams with Liverpool fans, and it's like they hadn't it's like they hadn't even looked at the fixture list because it was taking me saying to them when they were going transfer. The transfer window is nearly over, to be fair, but they were saying
4 minutes.
The league is over. I was saying it's not. Go and look at it. Right, it's way too early. And I'll be honest. I will say this. Right, if we go into the Liverpool game at the Etihad, which is not till the April, either 13th, 23rd, something like that. If we go into that game with a 5-point lead, league's over. Before that game.
Yeah.
If we go into that game 5 points ahead of you, the league is over. But we've got some games before there that we might not drop points. but we might.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Personally, I don't think City are going to drop any points. But
the one for me
No,
is,
no.
I will be very clear, and I'll keep feeling this, is Chelsea are not in this race no more.
No, they're not. No.
No,
Because
Chelsea are done.
Liverpool and City have each other to play. That's
Yeah.
everything.
I'll ask.
Chelsea are done.
I've
Just
got a
quickly,
question for-
I've got to jump off. But thank
Well,
you
real
to
quick, I
Dad
just
for having
wanted
me
to
on.
ask you two things, Sam. Firstly, your opinion on Alvarez.
Opinion on Alvarez.
Haven't got one.
Well, there's so much. There's been so much hype around him, hasn't there? Coming out of I think people. A lot of
he's
people
been
saying,
loaned back, hasn't he?
yeah,
Loaned back
he's
till
the
the
best player
summer.
coming out of Argentina.
They
I
got
think it's about
pre-season with him, I guess.
$17 million release clause, whatever it was, so about 40 million. So
It's
could be a bit of a
fantastic
bargain.
business.
I think it's good
I don't
business.
think,
Hands down good business.
yeah, but I don't think we're going to see him until this time next year.
Yeah.
I
And
think
then-
he's
and
going to
then
go back on
second
loan,
thing-
and then I think River Plate want to keep him for the Copa Libertadores, and then it's the World Cup. So we're
Yeah.
looking at next year
Very true.
earliest.
Forgot about the World Cup, you know. So the other thing I wanted to ask you, I don't know, have you seen online tonight any news about McAtee?
I've seen that he's potentially close to signing a new contract.
Yeah, I think that's. I think for
all
for
City
me,
fans will be
that's
buzzing
big
with.
news.
Yeah, if anybody doesn't know, James McAtee, sort of young player coming through at City, everybody wants to see him sign. He's sort of been to and fro-ing. He's been put in that Cole Palmer, Phil Foden bracket in terms of talent. So
He's got a good juice in him.
City fans want to see him. He hasn't gone out on loan either, which is big. People think that he's going out on loan is good for most teams.
Well,
it is,
that
but not for
tells you.
City. We don't send
I just wanna
our
say-
best players out on loan. Basically,
I
our
just
best
wanna
youngsters
say,
stay
like-
with the team.
Sorry, Sam. Sorry to interrupt you. I know, I know you need to dip off in a bit, but we've literally got about 30 seconds left of the transfer window.
All right,
I'm sure I can hang on for
it's
that.
fine, 'cause we can go through that afterwards. So we can go through that and do what all the final deals
I
are.
can't
On
wait.
the
I can't
McAtee
wait to
thing,
see. I can't
Yeah.
wait to see a Leicester signing.
on the McAtee thing, I think the big deal is he's being linked with a lot of other teams, and I'm excited by him. He looks more exciting. I like Cole Palmer. McAtee looks more David Silva like. But I think the big thing is he's agreed to stay. I think we wanted him to stay. He wants game time to go on loan. But I think I honestly believe we've said, unless you sign a contract, you ain't going out on loan, because we're not going to put
100%.
you in a shop window for you to then move in.
That's exactly what's happened.
And I think for me, apparently it's a 6-year contract. For me, that is big. If we can get him to say, Soup's over to you, come on, let's do the transfer window thing. It's closed. Soup's wanted to wear a yellow tie tonight.
No, I said before, previous window, not necessarily January, but the summer transfer window. I will go to work on transfer deadline day wearing a yellow tie, like Jim White and stuff like that.
And a Motson jacket. So transfer window is officially shut. However,
It's officially
however, we all
It's
know
a wrap.
keep
And
filming.
I've got to jump off as well.
Yeah,
thank you for having me on.
joining us, Sam, and
Cheers, guys.
Ah.
Man. Cheers.
Cheers.
so
Sorry, can I ask you a quick question? Because I've got to jump as well because the wife will get pissed off.
What's that, wifey?
Is Liverpool Man City now the biggest game in Europe? Has it taken over Real Madrid Barcelona?
you know what? Well, actually, I saw a stat recently. The Barca Real game was on the same time as. Oh, someone put it in a group the other day that game was on the same
At the same
time.
time as Liverpool Man United, I think.
No, I don't think it was.
Or was it Liverpool Man City game? I think it was.
No, I think it was. Honestly, it was something far less than both of them.
Yeah.
Right? And still got bigger numbers. I think Real Madrid. To be frank with you, I think Real Madrid and Barcelona were just in the fucking mud. I think for football, it was quite interesting. Whenever I watched Liverpool v Man City, if we're talking quality, hands down, the best game in the league, right? It's two of the best teams that both go. This is very key to me, that both go at it to try and
like
win,
that, ain't
right?
it? Just
Yeah.
going straight.
Whereas Chelsea at the Etihad the other week,
Chelsea shit themselves.
when they needed to try and come and get some fucking points on us, when you're 10 points behind, apparently in the title race, and you come and park the bus, I'm like, I don't even get what that is. You are disgraceful champions of Europe, and you are not in this title race. Liverpool deserve to be there with the style of football played. Chelsea, you don't, right? And it pissed me off when I watched the Liverpool-Chelsea game, the one round Christmas, and everyone was going, "Oh, this is one of the best games of the season." Like
No,
the quality
City
of football.
Liverpool was. City Liverpool was.
Look, for me, it was just there was a few mistakes happening, and it was making things look a bit more exciting.
City Liverpool was quality,
but will never be. I mean, look, City Liverpool is not going to be a huge to Arsenal fans, United fans that want to talk about big. It's not going to be a big game, probably for another 15 years, right? However, it's the most, ultimately, if you're talking about winning trophies, it's one of the most important games, and it's the best in football. But
I think we've come quite strong rivals all of a sudden. Because let's face it, the only team that... Look, Man City walk this league quite easily when Liverpool don't challenge them. Yeah. All the money Chelsea has spent, and if we win our 2 games now, we can go 7 points clear of Chelsea.
Chelsea
it's just
money spent.
It's crazy. We're still the 2 best teams in this league, and look, I don't take it all for granted. Look, I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm 40 years old. I look young, but I'm 40 years old, right? I've supported Liverpool since I was 10 years of age, so I've supported Liverpool basically all my life. Exactly, but
and ultimately,
look, in the 90s and the
Champions League. But apart from that, it's been
since Jurgen Klopp. Before Jurgen Klopp come along, look, we had some good times with Rafa. He built quite a good side, but we never ever got over the hurdle in the league. Won the Champions League, won the FA Cup. Brendan Rodgers is a cunt.
Sorry, you know what, Jamie?
Jamie, I don't take it all for granted. I don't take it for granted because I look at Arsenal, Man United right now, and like Arsenal, Man United in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s were the top 2 teams in this league. Yeah,
best game in the
fighting
season.
Fighting out, a bit like Liverpool, Man City are now. At this moment in time, I don't take it for granted because football goes around in circles.
Yeah,
goes around in circles. At the moment, City and Liverpool are having their time. I fucking
know that. Trust me.
City and Liverpool are having their time. At the moment, I can laugh at Arsenal, Man United. You know, because they're in trouble, they're having the problems, we're above them. You know, I hate Man United because I'm a Liverpool fan, but I don't mind Man United people, the fans of Man United, because they're respectful people, yeah? Arsenal fans, apart from Arsenal fans who, apart from a gal, well, I like a gal, and I think he gets a lot of shit for no reason, telling the truth. A lot of Arsenal fans are fucking idiots. I'm sorry. I don't care. Arsenal fans, listen. I can tell by your accent,
you also live down south. Like
my dad's a Liverpool. Yeah.
Right. So same with my dad's City. I lived there till I was 15, then moved down. But when you live down south, right, you are round. Yeah, of course, I'm round United fans, but they're not bad, right? To be frank with you, and I can tell the difference where I speak to Man United fans from Manchester because, like, they're ready for me. They are ready for me because they're used to in the warehouse every day having that banter. That's what my dad used to have as a City fan with United fans. If you live up there, City and United hate each other. But down here, I'm not mad at Man United. Also, I am of an age where United were fucking good. They dominated. And I do believe one day I thought they'd bounce back quicker. I'm loving the fact they're not. But look, they will bounce back. When you've got that infrastructure behind you, you will. Yeah. And it's true with Liverpool that in your lifetime, you've seen 2 Champions Leagues more than we've got. But league success, you really haven't had.
Yeah, we've been pony. There's no doubt about it. We've been look. That's why I'm really happy with the way we are. Look, Liverpool, since Jurgen Klopp came in, it's turned Liverpool completely round. And love the guy. I don't want him ever to leave, obviously, because what he's done. But time comes, and we go and we see what happens after Jurgen Klopp leaves. But these next 2 years, I'm just going to ride it out. Completely ride it out.
Absolutely. I mean, he is like I say. I don't like the guy, but him and Pep is unrivaled. I'm sure there's some young up and coming managers, but
listen, I remember. Thank you for letting me on, guys.
We'll do it more. Jamie.
Cheers, guys. Thank you very much, guys.
Big up Jamie, man. Big up Jamie. Absolutely. It's been amazing.
Media, if you're going to jump back on, Media just disappeared. I think he was bored of talking City Liverpool. Thanks for joining us, Media. If you don't, I think you look depressed at Leicester. So the window is shut, people. Shut. However, I believe you can still sign free
up until 12 o'clock. Yeah.
No. Is it? No, I think free.
Oh yeah, free agency.
Because I know one of the ones that I was seeing is who's the old Tottenham striker? Defoe is
a free agent.
Sunderland or Oxford, and that's I don't believe it might have gone through, but yeah, I heard that. Loans, I don't know about loans, but anyway, the window is shut. Right, Soups, can you jump on and give us a breakdown of what has been done, what hasn't been done, what's in the wings? Where's Harry Redknapp? Who's the Donny that went and took himself somewhere?
Odin Wingy.
Where's Odin Wingy? Where the fuck is he actually?
Where's Odin Wingy these days?
Where is he? He's still waiting. He's still waiting. No, where is he? I don't know.
I'm not sure, but yeah. So there is obviously we've got Donny van der Beek has gone on loan from Man United to Everton on a loan.
And let's talk on that. So
okay.
So Everton have signed Donny van der Beek, and they've signed Dele Alli.
They have, yeah.
Both midfielders. One probably more of a central, maybe plays a pivot, maybe. And then you've got Dele, who's a bit more of a Dele at his best. You know what? They're probably going to play alongside each other.
I think,
right?
I think they will.
Interesting. If you're a central midfielder at Everton right now, you're fucking shit. You're thinking, fuck me, don't rate me, does it?
You shit in the bed.
And I think they're two ones that we really want to watch, because if you're a United fan, you want to be proven right.
Of course.
Yeah. And he's loaned, I presume.
Yeah, it's a loan move. Yeah, so
right.
with no option to buy.
But I do. It's interesting. Both your loans with Marshall and him. It's like you clearly don't rate them. So what if they go and have an amazing? It's. Don't you think this is weird? You coach them every day.
Yeah.
Right. You're loaning them with no option to buy.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're gonna call them back.
So does that mean you're not sure on them, even though you coach them daily?
Yeah. So what it is? So I can't speak about Martial, but I can speak about Donny van der Beek. And the criticism that Donny van der Beek was getting is that he's not physical enough. He's not big enough. He's not this. Go to another team that's going to fight and stuff.
And the way they would play with Dele further forward. Yeah, okay. So they're two ones that for me are very interesting. Can Dele get his form back? Can Donny prove that he is the player that Man United have proven, Man United fans have proven
that he's good enough for
he is.
Yeah,
right?
he's good enough for
And then with Marsh, right? So that's Everton. I think any others for Everton?
Not for Everton, but for Villa.
Gone.
We've got Matty Target
from
Villa. He's gone to Newcastle on a loan.
Yeah. So Newcastle, right? Have you got Newcastle in front of you right now?
I've got
to run through the Newcastle signings, because Newcastle have bought a few. They've obviously got Chris Woods up top.
Yeah.
And we all knew, look, they were going to have a busy window. I actually rate some of their signings, because you know what? They haven't gone extravagant.
They've got Dan Burn from Brighton as well.
They've gone maybe a bit industrial.
Yeah.
They've gone in on the defence.
2.5 year signing.
And I think with Woods and with Woods with Target with Burn, I do not believe any of them would go there thinking if they drop down, they're going to leave. I think all three of them will be like, okay, if we drop down, we bounce back.
Ramirez as well.
Ramirez, I don't know if he'll bounce down. I don't know if he might have had a contract clause, maybe. Don't know. Maybe they pay enough to not need it. Obviously, right back, you've been linked with him forever from Atletico. English Don, come on.
Oh, Trippier
they got. And then did they also get Did they get that? Was it Carlos?
Ekitike, did they get him?
No, there was another player that was pushing for a move to Newcastle, but I haven't seen it. It's gone quiet the last couple of days.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, yeah, it probably didn't happen. If we didn't hear about it today.
No. I don't know if it went through the other day. Who was it Diego Carlos or something like that?
Oh, Costa?
No, Diego Carlos.
I don't know. Let's have a little look, see.
3 days ago, it must have gone quiet. Sure, Diego Carlos.
From Sevilla.
Yeah, and he was pushing for a move to Newcastle. And I was kind of like, you know what? If Newcastle are signing players from Premier League clubs or English clubs, yeah, I'm thinking, no. They're going there. They understand the, what's the Arsenal term? They understand the...
With a knock?
No. They understand the whole...
Oh, the project.
They understand the project. Yeah. They believe in the
Trust
project.
the process.
If you are like one of these Premier League players that have gone to Newcastle, I get it. You believe in the process. You see that Newcastle are building. You want to be part of that long-term process.
Mm-hmm.
I'd put them in the Vinny, the Zabaleta bracket. Right?
Okay.
But then if you are Diego Carlos, right, and you're pushing to leave Seville to join Newcastle, I'm a bit like, bro, you're pushing, like, you want the bag, you want to secure the bag. And they're the type of players, believe me, coming from a City fan that's got relegated from the Premier League, you don't want if you get relegated.
Okay, so I'll run through the stuff that's definitely happened on deadline day.
Never
So,
fail, sorry, before we do this, please smash the subscribe and the like button. We are back twice a week from now. Apologies. Anyone that stayed with us, thank you.
Thank you.
We are back now.
So what's definitely happened on deadline day? So Rangers have signed, obviously, Juve and Wales midfielder Aaron Ramsey on loan till the end of the season.
Good signing.
Newcastle have signed Dan Burn from Brighton in a £13 million deal.
Makes sense.
Manchester United midfielder Donny van der Beek joins Everton on loan for the rest of the season.
We think good signing.
I think it'll be a good signing.
For both parties.
Yeah, I think for both parties involved, I think it's a great move. I think, Donny's got a chance to display what he can
he's
do.
looked good when he's come on.
He has, but obviously Ralph Rangnick and others have been like, he needs to be a bit more physical, so they need to
Let
build
him go
up.
and be more physical.
Yeah, so Palace have signed main striker Jean-Philippe
Who
Mateta on a permanent deal.
there, right?
They've
just secured
they've secured him and signed him. Brentford have signed, obviously, Christian Eriksen, which is an amazing deal.
You know what? Yeah, actually, it's a really good deal. Really
Six month deal. 6 month deal.
And obviously, that whole Eriksen thing obviously is great. I think the reason why he had to leave
Serie A is because
they've got rules in place.
They
went trained with Ajax.
Yeah.
But I was listening to this the other day. I believe Ajax have history of a player having heart issues on the pitch.
Okay.
And so, although they could have, it was like,
They were
if it happens again,
yeah.
fucking hell. But they love it. Like, Eriksen's an Ajax legend.
Yeah, no, he's a legend. Yeah,
you know what? And the thing is, apparently, like, he turned up and like no one knew he was going to train with Ajax. He turned up and everyone was like, put the kit on. Apparently, went out, looked sensational. He is the type of player like
class is permanent.
It's a mad one with him because obviously Tottenham fans will always say he was like their David Silva. He was possibly as good as.
I kind of feel like Spurs fans just want to see him play football again.
I think everyone does. I think, to be honest, and I believe he has had fitted something that basically his heart stops again.
Internal,
yeah. You know, it's a fairy tale story. He's back in England, which what it shows. He's come back to the Premier League, good level. The next time Brentford play, actually, we're going to see him soon. We're going to see him in a week's time. The Etihad.
Hopefully, we'll see. Yeah, hopefully we will see Eriksen on the team sheet, and we'll see him soon.
Nah, I don't believe he can play yet. I think there's something where he can't play for a little while. I'm sure there is. I'm sure it was him. I heard earlier. There's something. I'll look at that in a minute. Look that up in a minute. So Eriksen to Brentford.
Yeah. So Swedish winger Diane Kulaszevsky joins Tottenham on an 18-month loan from Juventus.
Yeah.
8.3 million fee with option to buy. Then Uruguay midfielder Rodrigo Bentancur also joined Spurs.
Yeah. Midfielder.
Yeah, 15 million deal on a 15 million signing on a 4-year deal, but it could rise by 5 million with add-ons and stuff like that. I think
the same on the Swedish guy as well.
Yeah, so Spurs also had some outgoings. They saw Tanguy and Dembele go to Lyon, and Brian Gill go to Valencia, and Giovanni Lo Celso to Villarreal until the end of the season. So they've made some outgoings. They made some good incoming transfers as well. Let's just hope it works out for Conte.
Yeah, I mean, look, we won't speak on it too long. The Conte thing, it confuses me. Sam made a great point. We all say that Conte goes in saying, I want money.
Yeah.
We don't know that.
Yeah.
But, look, the whole of England knows what leave is like.
Yeah.
Conte's managed in England before. I think Conte knows what leave is like. So you would have thought before he signed that deal, there were certain conversations. But when the window opened, apparently Conte was having conversations with Levy and kind of said, I get that we might not spend that much.
Okay,
Which confuses me because I'm like, hold on, didn't you have that? But
I think
it's
he
mad.
did. Yeah, he clearly did, yeah.
This, to me, might tell me that Conte is more of a long-term manager.
Okay, so he's prepared to stay and fit the project.
Otherwise, why not walk now?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's an interesting one. Tottenham's definitely a project. Look, anyone that wants to knock When Klopp joined Liverpool, it was a project, and he had to do a lot of stuff. So it's a project.
I
They
wish we-
brought in two
yeah.
players. He's got rid of Dele, who he definitely wanted rid of.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Let's see what these Italian, maybe coming from the Italian league, slightly worries me. Might be industrial, probably fit as fuck.
It'll probably
Run
take
like Conte
at least a
wants to do.
season to like get acclimatized and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
What else? What else we got?
So Liverpool's bid to sign Carvalho absolutely falls through.
Nah. Sure, that wasn't Liverpool's bid to sell to Fulham.
No, to sign Fabinho Carvalho from Fulham.
Oh, sign? No. I thought
So
it's the other way.
no, so the plan was to sign Carvalho
Yeah.
and then loan him back. And it's
Right.
it's completely fallen
Okay,
through.
right,
It's
got
completely fallen through. There is just simply not enough time to get things done. There's not enough hours in the day. There's not enough time to get it done. So that hasn't happened, unfortunately. No deal sheets are used in the EFL, and with the loan back being non-negotiable for Fulham, Liverpool were frustrated at their attempts to get the transfer over the line. So
Okay.
it hasn't happened, unfortunately, for Liverpool. You know, I can't say I'm not too
Well,
happy about that, but yeah.
the other thing is, they have bought Luis. I believe he is a Suarez replacement. Although
Yeah,
James
he's
doesn't.
good. Yeah.
I think so. It could be a Mane replacement, and I think out of the two, they would probably rather get rid of Mane than Salah. But at the same time, Mane's wage demands are not going to be as high as Salah's. But so who else? Any other?
No, that's it. I think So
United, we knew we're going to have a quiet one.
very quiet window, and they have.
Yeah, they have. Interesting. I mean, the quiet ones always think you're waiting for the summer.
We've had a lot of outgoings, but incomings has
Waiting
been
for the summer.
super. Yeah,
Waiting
super
for the summer.
quiet.
Talk to
No value in the window is what they'll call it, but
Yeah. I mean, it's and then Chelsea. I saw one or two people thinking Chelsea were going to have. I knew they weren't going to have. But look, Chelsea need to. You got to remember, Chelsea. Two of Chelsea's main centre backs could leave in the summer.
Yeah,
that's got to be their priority. Saving money for that.
But how good for Dan Burn going back to Newcastle? Is his boyhood club?
I like. Let's. Villa have done a bit of business. Did it early, to be fair.
Yeah, Villa have done some. Yeah, they done.
And Coutinho.
Yep. They've done some business. Obviously, they've had players that have played already before the end of the transfer window.
They did their business. I like the way Villa are run as a club.
I think all teams would like to be able to conduct their business
before
the end of the transfer window.
Grealish thing, the way before Grealish was announced, they'd announced 3 players were being
signed. They had. You don't really want to be in a situation where you're doing your business at the 11th hour on transfer deadline day.
Nah, it's not good. It's not good. I mean, so as a City fan, we've spoken it earlier. The Alvarez thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's been known back to his parent club.
So he was originally linked with Usman.
Okay. So he's got his directions mixed up.
He's 22.
Yeah.
This is the bit that confuses me because that's right. So
from River Plate, right?
River Plate doing bits over there.
14 million.
5 games, 17, I think it was. 5 games for Argentina so far.
Mm-hmm.
Played for River Plate. They wanted to keep him because he's quite an important player. I think something like 36 goals in the last year and a half or something. Solid numbers, very solid numbers. Playing for Argentina.
Okay.
Man United wanted him. Right? All these positives that I'm seeing. And if you go on certain Twitter City accounts, fuck me, he's an ex-Aguero, apparently. Apparently, maybe even the same agent as Aguero. And there's pictures of Aguero with him. Zablet's come out and co-signed it. It's all looking great.
Yeah.
It's all looking fucking great.
All looking
right?
great,
And I want to get excited for it. The only thing is, he's 22, right? He's not 18, right? He's 22,
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if he's being loaned back till the end of the season, which it's a 5.5-year contract, which covers the rest of the season, then in the summer, no doubt he will link up with us on tour, do the tour with us. 1 or 2 people have then said he won't join up with us till this time next year, they try and compare it to the Gabriel Jesus team. But I'm like, he joined us 6 months later. Why is this guy not for a year? Why are some people saying he is good business and he might go to a different member of the CFG group?
Yeah.
It is just, I'm a bit confused at what it is. So I'm seeing that as just good business. Right, the 17 million. Pep wants to see him in the summer, see what he's like. Then we'll decide. You know what? I said this the other day on the Spaces. I'll say it again. I would rather a 17 million Argentinian
Yeah.
links up with us and comes good,
Yeah.
then we go and buy Haaland.
Oh, really?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
You think Haaland's a gamble?
I think, right, I don't think Haaland as a striker. I think Haaland as a number 9 is not a gamble.
Of course, yeah.
You play the right football for Haaland.
So City aren't playing that type of football to suit Haaland.
It's more than that. It will completely fuck up the wage structure.
Mm-hmm.
Our wage structure is generally based around age, right? Like De Bruyne is probably our highest paid player, but he's one of the elders now. And it's like, it gets like that, right? You have to. Haaland comes in as 22, 23-year-old, right? There's that.
Okay.
There's also the fact that is he going to throw his toys out the pram if Pep says today you're not playing? There's just little things that I'm like, it's a risk. Okay. It is a risk. Like Lukaku has proven.
So it's a gamble, yeah.
So for me,
that's what I said,
another Aguero, he's Argentinian, he comes through. I would love that. That story is more beautiful than signing Haaland.
Okay.
But the biggest one for me is the McAtee one. McAtee, I was worried was going to do a Jadon Sancho.
Okay. And so just to explain to everyone, what is doing a Jadon Sancho?
So McAtee has come up through our academy. Yeah. He's looking
promising. Yeah.
Exciting.
Looking very good, yeah.
So Jadon Sancho.
But doesn't want to go on the tour.
Yeah, so Jadon Sancho, I can't remember if it was Pep's first summer or second summer.
I think it was second.
I think it was first, but it could have been second. Jadon Sancho, Phil Foden, and Ibrahim Diaz got told, we would like to take you on tour with the rest of the City squad, get you around the seniors. And this is when they were still 16, 17. But you need to sign this senior contract.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Didn't want to go to America or something, wasn't it?
And ultimately, Foden obviously signed it. Ibrahim signed it. Sancho went AWOL. Just fucked off, right?
Okay.
Now, when we look back at it now, maybe he thought Foden's a golden boy. He's a City boy. He's a local. Yeah. Sancho isn't. Foden's a golden boy. If any of us three are going to break,
he needs to go somewhere and prove himself.
And to be fair with Ibrahim Diaz as well, he's a Barca boy, right? So these I'm going to get a Barca boy with a Barca board and a City boy with Manchester City.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
So he went AWOL, signed for Dortmund himself. We got compensation ultimately.
Yeah.
With McAtee, McAtee's been linked with apparently you boys are sniffing. A lot of people sniffing. A lot of people wanted him on loan because he does look good. He looks really good, and he's the one that came up saying Silva was his best player. Watch him, we get it.
Okay.
But he's a year and a half left on his contract, and it's been stalling. He wants game time. Pep saying no. Apparently, Pep has told him the model we are following with you is a Phil Foden model.
Okay.
So don't worry about game time.
You'll get in that, yeah.
Look at Phil now. Don't worry. But he's like, I want game time. And obviously, Cole Palmer's starting to get a bit of game time. McAtee's getting that.
Right,
left,
yeah. Right. I get that.
He wanted to go out on loan. City were like, if we do loan you, it has to be a team that plays our style of football. I think Villa were mentioned under Gerrard. Brighton were mentioned. I think Glasgow Rangers under Van Bronckhorst, who was linked with the City role when Pep first signed.
Right.
But it's come out that apparently Pep has convinced him this is the right decision, stay, and a 6-year contract could be announced in the next couple of days.
Okay,
for me,
we'll see. Yeah,
this is our board planning for when Gundogan, Jesus, De Bruyne, and they're not spring chickens.
So he's planning the new team, like a new legacy and stuff like that.
I think so. So yeah, as for the transfer window, look, it's over. We can get back to this was the most bizarre break as well because there was no international football. It was all.
It was weird that there was no like top level like football that was going on like in the meantime to keep us entertained. But to confirm what happened with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Don't tell me he has to come back. Imagine you're gonna whack it up in your done deal.
It's a done deal.
So it's official.
It's official. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang joins Barcelona. Done deal. Contract agreed and now set to be signed by Aubameyang in Barcelona headquarters because he's there. Obviously, he's been in Catalonia for his family holiday like this today. And
because apparently Aubameyang goes to Barcelona
every year.
This time
about this time every year. Yeah. So his medical has been successfully completed. Arsenal will save his huge salary, and that suits Arsenal
he goes on a free.
massively. Yeah. So
Right.
the deal
So
is
basically, I think what it was, they were probably arguing over what percentage of wage it would have been Arsenal continue to pay if it was a loan deal.
Yes.
So after we've gone, fuck this, take him, because even if we see out his contract, this Don's going to sit and milk us like Ozil did.
Pretty much, yeah. They had no intention of paying his wages, so
Yeah,
they were like, yeah, if you can agree personal terms, if you can do this, if you can satisfy us, then they'll do the deal. And I think that's what's happened. So at this stage, it looks like Aubameyang is a Barcelona player.
So it's official. Barcelona have signed Cat from Red Dwarf. Right. That is it. We're going to lock off here. We're not just going to stay and talk to you. We're going to.
Let's go on. It's been amazing. It's been a crazy transfer deadline day, hasn't it?
It has. We thanks for Jamie, Reedy,
Igal,
and Sam all for joining us. Very last minute. This was not planned. Planned about an hour before. As I said, thank you to everyone that stayed with Never a Foul. We have had an awful 6 months. We have not been loyal to you with the content. However, we've been building other channels and we've been having stuff going on. But from this point forward,
you can expect to see us
Friday
regularly. Yeah.
There will be something on Friday on this channel.
Come on.
Catch you the other side. Never a Foul, baby.
Boom.